really important that we begin to change the mindset of young people to know that your vote counts.
They don't understand that the legislative arm of government is actually a co-equal arm of government.
We have an incredible amount of potential.
Whatever it is I was doing, because of my personal DNA, it had to be of an international standard.
Which is what, seriously speaking, is all about. Yes, it's nice to have you in my parlor once again on the show, especially because today I'm quite excited about the person I'm talking with. I love her music, I love her voice, but even if you Google her, you probably will find a name that is not Waje. My guest is somebody that is an inspiration for many young people who have talent and don't know what to do with it. We shall be talking entertainment, being a voice with Waje, if you don't go away. Stay tuned. Yes, welcome back. This remains Seriously Speaking, and I did tell you I had Waje come in to join me on set. And for the purpose of the fact that after working so hard to get the butt that she has now, I've decided that she's going to walk on set and catwalk. So Waje, I'm going to call you Waje, the Ishan name that your father and your mother gave you. Come right in, Waje. Catwalk. Okay now. You go, girl. Nice to have you. Really nice to have you.
Thank you so much. And you look amazing.
Start from this figure. You know, sit down, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Let's find a comfortable position to sit.
Oh, yes.
You know how it is? People say, how did that girl manage to be so slim? Is it bad belly or is it, was it a quick thing for you, getting to this nice figure that you have today?
No, it wasn't.
Did you have to do some things? Like,
No, but I still intend to nip and talk.
Nipa, at what age? You're a young girl.
Small girl. Because I feel, not that I feel, I usually have back issues and I'm sure...
Because God has blessed you with a lot of...
He gave me a bit too much. So I would love to be much smaller.
It's expensive. And you know some people would die to have something like that.
They should come and take this one. I dash them.
It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
Do you see yourself as an Ishan girl? You're mixed, Ishan and
I'm
Igbo.
Ora, actually.
Ora,
Sabogida.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am, yeah. I see myself as an Ora girl.
For some reason, because you schooled in the East,
Yes.
your real break started with singing with the Okaf, the Okoye brothers.
Yes, yeah.
Everybody assumes that this girl is Igbo babe.
Well, yeah. And, you know, my mom is Igbo, so all that also influenced the Igbo side of me. But I'm still very Edo.
Very, very.
Very, very much. I like even, because it's fun when people say, so where are you from? I'm like, Edo.
So where did Waje come from?
Came from my Edo name, Waje.
So what is the W? Waje is...
I now removed U and put W instead.
Oh, Waje.
Yes.
Waje.
Yes, I wanted to sound, intelligent. So it has an acronym, words aren't just enough, all these things.
Oh, wow, words aren't just enough.
Yeah.
Now, these were things that you did even before you started to have a team that would package you and do what you want to do. It's like you had in your head, okay, let's look at the beginning. When you decided that music was going to be a profession. Because I remember reading about you were cover of Today's Woman.
Yes.
And, the knowledge, at least if it's in Google, we keep swinging to pidgin, but forgive us. That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
If somebody Googles you, they probably find all the information, where you went to school, when you did all of those things.
Yeah.
But what they wouldn't know is, what was that thing that pushed you to really say, look, I'm going to make this a profession?
To be honest, it wasn't even me. I was singing in church when I met Pastor Aslam Madabuko's brother. And he was the first person who came to me and said, you have an amazing voice. What are you doing with it? And I was
Did you know you had an amazing voice?
I knew because I was on scholarship in secondary school just because I could sing. Not because...
That's news.
I had, So
but you're bright now.
I did try. But I just didn't see it as a money-making profession for me, So he was the one, I was 18 at the time, or 19, I think 19, 20,
Just going to university.
So he was just like, you know what, do something with your voice. So he had a record label.
Because you were in this church choir.
Yes, I was in the church choir. And he had a record label he was starting, Dome Records. So being that he's the one who convinced me, I just thought it wise to learn from him. Yeah, so that's how I started. It was through his record label I met Peter and Paul, so yeah.
What was that line? That was,
do me.
You get to do me, do me.
Yes, you get us, they do me.
It became the main thing in the song,
Yeah.
But when you did that, now going solo for you
Yeah.
Was it a conscious decision again, or was somebody
It was a conscious decision because, you know, I had been part of the record label for a long time. And, you know, being in the East and staying and an entertainer in Lagos are two different things. You know, I needed that break. I just wanted something more, you know. So at some point, I just felt that, you know, anyone can do stuff for me as to the best of their ability and the capacity that they can afford to. But if I don't really fight for it myself, I probably won't get anything
Had you
out of it.
graduated by this time?
Yes, oh, sure.
So while in school, you were earning some small coins?
In school, not through music, though.
Oh.
Yeah. It
so
wasn't,
all you were doing was for free?
Yes, because, you know, nobody really knew who I was, you know, so why pay her if we don't know her, you know, that kind of thing. So Uncle Chris would try to put me in gigs and, you know, he would talk about me, where he's going, and then make sure that the radios are playing, but they didn't know my song, so why bother, you know, that kind of thing. So, but in school, what we used to do was I'll do variety nights, and sometimes for variety nights, maybe when they call you to perform, you not tell them that they should pay you 1K. You know? So, and that like 1K will sustain you for like maybe another 3 days or something. So
Well, you didn't even think of quitting school because you were studying, what were you studying?
Social work.
And you didn't say, okay,
well,
why am I doing this?
No, because at the time, I wanted something different. I wanted something more that I'll do with even the course I studied. So music wasn't... I had that dream of, oh, yes, I want the big stage and the lights and cameras and flashy outfits and all. But I still didn't know where the balance was with... Because I grew up in an environment where it was cool to go to work in the morning, come back, think about getting married, having kids, just live a simple life. And that was my goal. So
Even though you wanted glam too.
So I was quite confused.
Kind of
oh, yes.
conflict.
I really had that conflict and that confusion going around for a while.
Okay.
You know, so, but, you know, after I moved to Lagos, it was a lot clearer for me. And that was because I became part of a reality show called Advanced Warning. And somebody put my name. I wasn't even the one that...
Did it ever air?
It did, on MTV, I think.
Okay, Advanced Warning.
Yeah. So somebody put my name and I came to Lagos. That's where I met Kel and Sasha and...
So the young women in music.
Yes, and Emma, you know, quite a number of them, Pipe. And in my head, I'm like, okay, let's do this. And that was when I knew, because when we went to... I came out top 3.
Oh, that was a reality show to find...
Yes, to find...
a voice.
It wasn't necessarily to find the voice. What they were trying to do was, it was a platform that they created for artists that are already there.
So it was
needed the push, but it was a competition. You know, so what they did was they paired each artist, and then people would vote one artist out. So they
who was your
paired Pipe and I.
Okay.
You know, so, and then from everyone that they had with the votes, we had the performance, and the top 3 finalists was Durella, Kaha, and Die. So the 3 of us were now supposed to compete against each other, you know. But it took us to SA for 2 weeks. We stayed
It was an eye-opener for you.
Oh, yes, it was. That was the first time I met Kobams. Kobams was the music master.
Director or something like that.
Yeah, so he was the first person who told me a few things about writing music, because I never wrote my songs then. I would just freestyle in the studio, or Uncle Chris would write a song, you know, that kind of thing. So he was the first person that said, oh, read literature more, do this, do that. And I met David Ella. You know, he's a fashion designer, like a huge fashion designer right now. So he came, and then I was much younger and had, confidence issues with my size. Oh, yeah. So I was like, I'm a plus size. And he's like, shut up, who told you, please? And, you know, so he told me, no, we're plus size. Well, girl, you
rock your body.
You rock your body, you know. Eminem's A&R was the housemaster in the house.
So how many weeks were you in the house?
2 weeks.
So, but were you sad when you didn't win?
I cried. I had already made plans with the money.
Because you were looking for a push.
Oh, God. I was thinking of how rent house in Lagos was 7 million.
Whoa.
It was not a bad amount at the time.
So you didn't get anything as the second
No, it was
out?
winner takes it all.
Oh, wow.
And then they shoot a video for the winner as well. So it was important to me that, you know.
Who's Waje? What's you? What are you infusing into your music? For example, I know there are very few people who will stand up and admit to some of the things that you've done in recent times. Having a child out of wedlock, the pain that you went through, you know, and all of that. Some people will still be hiding. You came out and said, what's the point hiding? I'm not ashamed of the fact that I had a child. It happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
how did that form you?
How it formed me? Well, it made me not put a lot of pressure on myself, to be honest, and allow myself to embrace being human. That's what I'll say about that. You know.
How does that flow into your music?
Because as it comes to my head, however I feel, I put it in music. Because music is the only way I can express. I can't go out and tell somebody, oh, you hurt me, or you did this, or I may feel, I might question being opinionated or having an opinion about an issue. But music is the only hiding place. It's the only means, or is the only avenue I can say how I feel. If I feel like, oh, I'm in a depressed situation, I will write about it. Because I know that I don't have a therapist, but my fans are my therapists, more like. So if I tell them how I feel about the situation, they will relate with me, and I know I'm not going through that situation
Which song is
alone.
that song that when we hear it, just is Waje's heart pouring out? It does in all of them. Somehow.
I wish.
Oh, and I remember a young woman in Port Harcourt coming over to you, you know.
Yes.
What was the I Wish about?
I Wish was about somebody that I really liked and liked me a lot. But he would not just say. And I didn't get it. Because you and I will be looking at each other with, you know, this energy passing through. But you will not talk. And me, I'm there waiting for you to talk.
It was I wish
so
that I didn't have a heart.
Because I just felt if I wasn't vulnerable, or if I didn't feel a certain way, you will not have that sort of power over me.
Thank you very much, Waje. I must say thank you at this point in time, because I want to sign off with your performance. And once Waje is performed, all I can say is good night. We'll see you again.